Thanks, Charlie. And now it's the big men. Super heavyweight senior A-class. 91 kilo plus final here at the Harringay Box Cup. Simen nyseater and Trim in Norway in the red corner. And Osamuede omoregie from Fitzroy Lodge in the blue corner. And well, the Lodge, famous reputation across the city and across the country, and has produced a number of champions in its time. Omoregie, a finalist in the London ABA heavyweight finals. He did lose out and was put down in the early rounds, but he's a big, big man, John. I mean, you think about Anthony Joshua, not many men built his sort of stature, but Ozzy Omoregie is one of them.
Well, yeah, he is. He's a big guy, and he towers over nyseater here. But not every big guy is Anthony Joshua, so we have to see what Omoregie's made of. He entered the ABAs the last couple of years. I think at first he was quite a raw novice, so he's had a lot to learn. But he's at a great club, Fitzroy Lodge in Lambeth, with a great coach, Mark Harringay. So he might have shed those habits of a raw novice. But in nyseater, even though he's much the smaller man, he's got a Norwegian boxer who knows what he's doing in there.
Certainly proved his credentials against another tall opponent in the semi-finals yesterday, and also proved that he's capable of packing a punch. So it will be interesting to see if he can land early. Ozzy Omoregie in the London ABA final, he was caught and put down very early on. It was a bit of a flash knockdown, but just perhaps made him a little bit tentative as the bout progressed. And if nyseater can try and stamp his mark early, well, that's a nice jab from Omoregie.
That's the thing with a tall boxer like this, you think he would have the advantage in that you just have the luxury of being able to jab when his opponent is out of range to counter. But sometimes, every now and again, if you're taller and you're punching down and you're reaching, every now and again you can leave yourself exposed. And nyseater, we saw yesterday, has a decent left hook on him, so if he can explode up with that, it could be a useful weapon.
Of course, the other thing with being so heavily muscled is that if he does end up turning professional and going through the rounds, it is of course harder to maintain, use a lot of oxygen, that sort of muscle mass on you. And there's been a criticism of a few pundits and critics of Anthony Joshua. The thing is, we haven't really seen him go much past sort of 3 or 4 rounds, and so we don't know if it's an issue yet, and certainly Omoregie won't know if it's an issue for him. It won't matter, particularly at this stage. At the moment, it is a patient start from nyseater, just standing on the outside of the pocket. That's a nice right hand to the body. And amazingly, he's backing Omoregie up into the corner. And
that right to the body really thumped in. And Omoregie didn't flinch, but may well have felt that.
The Fitzroy Lodge man not quite found his range and timing yet. It's taken a little bit of time. I've only got three-minute rounds to do so, though. Omoregie's throwing those 1-2s, and well, neither man really conclusively stamping their mark on that opening 3 minutes, John. No,
not much between them. This was some good jabs from Omoregie, but nyseater's been boxing with a bit of style, darting in every now and again. Actually, and often at stages, he was on the back foot, almost obliging Omoregie to come forward. You would have thought with a taller boxer, it might have been the other way around.
Well, I saw the same with Nina Hughes earlier on. Unfortunately, didn't have the success that she would have liked, trying to bring Dervla Duffy onto those shots, although really Duffy needed very little invitation to come forwards. And you see Simen nyseater in his corner, just taking his final instructions. And we said over the last couple of days, John, some boxers opting to sit mid-round, some boxers opting to stand, and not too much in it, although a few coaches who do have their boxers to stand mid-round do believe that it's good and it replicates what they would do in training. They wouldn't necessarily be seated in a training situation, and sometimes when you do sit down, the lactic can just settle into the legs a bit more.
Sometimes I wonder if it's psychological. Often a boxer likes to be the first up off his stool just to show that he's good and ready to go. I guess just staying standing for the whole break takes it that little bit further.
A nice sort of feint and then a jab to the body from nyseater. He lands, Omoregie tries the same and misses. nyseater's timing, terrific overhand right, and really he's not at the mercy of the height and reach advantage of omoregie. Catches him with that big left hook. We saw that yesterday. Omoregie has been wobbled by that left hook. And he will be administered a standing 8 count by the referee. Looks to be okay, holds the gloves up, but that was the key weapon in nyseater's armoury yesterday. And he's used it to good effect today. Omoregie takes a right hand through the guard as well on the chin, and now he covers up in the corner. And this is where survival tactics are really, really important.
Flush right to the chin there. Nyseater's seen he's hurt, he wants to take advantage of this. That was a big
goodness
overarm
me, and
on
I
it.
think the fight is over. Right hand over the top.
Yeah.
The referee looks to the corner. Will the Lodge call it off? He's calling in the on-site medical physician there to come in. And wow, goodness me, it's an early night for Ozzy Omoregie, and we do hope he's okay. It was absolutely thumping overhand right. He knew nyseater had power in his locker. And thankfully, Omoregie seems to have his wherewithal, and he's not up onto his feet, but he is seated at least. Goodness me, that was as cold as you can be knocked out, John.
It's never nice to see someone fall like that into the corner, especially onto the bottom ropes. But referee Jumbo Bassett, just the right thing there. Looked at him, saw he was hurt, and beckoned the doctor over. And Ozzy, I mean, he looks all right now. Now he's on his stool.
And I imagine
deflated, but
disappointment, okay. Absolutely, yeah. You can just see it in his eyes. And we'll be speaking to Simen nyseater just a few moments' time, but I think more imperative at this point is safety and well-being of Osamuede omoregie, who has done extremely well to get to yet another major London amateur final that, unfortunately for him, has fallen short on both occasions. I suppose you can't have it all your way every single year, and he would hopefully have learnt a lot from both occasions in the last couple of months.
It's always hard to take a defeat like that, but nyseater, you know, he's a handy operator, not the biggest heavyweight in the world, but a little bit of hand speed and clever as well. So if Omoregie is ambitious, those kind of bouts will be useful for him. And clearly it's his defence he has to work on when he's letting his punches go. His hands drifted down a little bit, and he looked disorganised when he was under pressure as well.
Well, it's really nice to see Omoregie on his feet, and commiserations to him, but he will live to box another day. And congratulations to Simen nyseater, an emphatic win. That's what we do see in the super heavyweights, big knockouts, and we'll be standing by with him ringside in just a few moments.